Guys, we haven't uploaded in so long our coding videos. Sorry for this, but finally we got a new video. It's variables.
Yep. Okay, so before we go into typing variables, understanding the fundamentals is more important. Okay? Just imagine a variable as a container. Okay? You store food or items in that container. Okay? And then you save it. Right? Okay? To use that container, you first find the container, then you open the container, then you do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want with the container. So basically in Python, there are variables have two characteristics, okay? They have a label and they have a data type, okay? The label can also be a name. So the label is used to name the variable and the type is the data type of the variable. If you haven't seen our data types video, our previous video, please check that out. And yeah, let's get started.
Exactly. So whatever the fundamental I just explained, that applies the same for variables. You can call the variable and you can make the variable and you could change the variable. Okay? So First, we make a variable called variable 3. Okay?
Variable 1. And that's the name of the variable. And 3 is the type, okay? So it's int of type, and of the int, it's assigning a value of 3. Okay, that might sound confusing, but basically variable 1 is a name, and 3 is the value, and int is the data type.
Yeah, so which means you can assign any data types, any of the data type to the variable. Okay, so which means I could also do a
string.
Hello. So do hello, which is variable 2 equals hello. I could do that,
which is a string.
Yeah, and then I could also do and then afterwards I can also do a boolean value.
And keep in mind that booleans are always capitalized in Python. In some languages they're not, but in Python it's capitalized. The true.
Yeah, but the thing is, since booleans are a little harder, we will go over that later in our upcoming videos. Okay? Okay. So, and many more. It can be anything.
Like a list. You guys know about lists, arrays. You guys will be learning about that later. It can store like anything. Okay? Almost anything. There are a few stuff they can store, but practically anything.
Yeah. Then the name of the variable can be any string, any integer, anything. But the thing is, there can't be any spaces in the label or name.
And also, you can't just name the variable 1. You have to have a letter in the name. Because if you just say 1, the Python doesn't know if it's an int or a name.
Exactly. Okay. So to call variables, to make another, to replicate it, we can also do variable. We can just do the variable. For example, over here, we have made a variable 1 equals 3, right?
And we're just calling it again, and we're just rewriting the value. Okay, so its default value was 3. Now we can just change it to anything we want. All you have to do is just redefine it. Now when you print a variable, it's not going to say hi instead of 3.
Exactly. So which means if I also print variable 1 here and variable 1 here, it should first say hi, then first say 3, then it should say hi.
And exactly. It's just rewriting the value, okay? Nothing too complicated. You're just defining it again, and you can name it anything, any data type. You don't have to name it int again. You can name it a string, a list, anything.
Exactly. So if we have two variables called num1 and num2, and we put it 3 and 7, right?
Yes.
We can also do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division with them.
As long as they're ints, okay?
As long as they're ints.
Or floats.
If you do 3 and say hi, it will be an invalid syntax because you cannot add those stuff, right?
Yeah. So basically we can create another variable, okay, to add those both variables, okay, and it'll then Python recognizes it as, okay, you're taking 3 and you're taking 7 and you're just smashing them together and you're getting 10. Okay, and now if you print this statement, it should return 10.
Yep. And let's run it.
And
Okay.
it gives us 10.
Yeah. So this is the very basic of variables. Hope you guys understood.
And there's one more thing. Just one more thing. You can do the same thing with strings, okay? But except instead of adding the strings, it doesn't really work like that. You just combine the strings, okay? So if you say you have, and then plus a birthday, then you'll say you have a birthday.
Like for example, if I say print, let's say you have, and then if I say
Plus
plus, and if I say
a birthday.
day, then if I print that out, it will say
You
a
have.
birthday.
Well, yeah, you have to add a space, but that's just to show that you can combine strings also.
Yeah, if I just do this, and bam.
So, guys, that is the very basics of variables. We'll talk about more of them later. You can also, these are also used in functions, classes, and etc. You guys will learn that in our next upcoming videos. Thank you for watching, and